Yay! Hello. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sadhana, and I'm here doing live readings today. Usual Tuesday time, either 11 or 12 Pacific. And it's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day on the west coast of Canada. It may get in the mid-20s today, so I'm really looking forward to enjoying that. So hello. Hi to Jen. It's so nice to have you here, Jen. Haven't seen you here in ages. Sallow. Hello. Welcome to Adriana. And I believe it says beauty. I don't have my glasses on. It looks like beauty. So welcome. So today I'm here doing complimentary tarot readings. Usually a 3-card reading, sometimes more, sometimes less. Occasionally people get longer readings than other people. It really depends on the nature of your question and what I am picking up. So if you need information about how to receive a reading, there's information in the description box below. And if you would like to make an exchange of energy, either financial or otherwise, there's also information below as far as donations and so forth. These are complimentary. And one of the things that I do say from week to week is that when you receive something complimentary, it's really nice if you can, not necessarily today, but sometime in the near future, to pay this gift forward to someone. So you can show an act of kindness to somebody, and somebody you might not necessarily show an act of kindness to. So energy works in mysterious ways, and we never know the ripple effects of our generosity. So I really encourage you to reflect on that. I'm going to start with a group reading today, and I have been awoken very early these days, and this morning I did some mad, just automatic writing about, it's so hard for me to put into words. Sometimes I grow very impatient in this work because I want to do more. I want to be more. I want to be in greater service to more people, to in a bigger way to the regular clients that I see. And I don't want to create a dependency on my services. I want to empower my clients. I want to empower all of you here today to step forward and do something about the things in your life that aren't working well. And so I've been contemplating, and thank you for indulging me here because I need to say this out loud on YouTube. I have been contemplating doing a 40-day intensive transformational practice. And this would be an opportunity to meet with me about 2 hours a day for 40 days in a row. And the whole idea of this would be to make a drastic change in your life. So whether you are having difficulty with a relationship, or you have compulsive behaviors, or you are grieving, you have lost a spouse, somebody has died, or you're moving through divorce, whether you are transitioning from one gender identity to another, whether you are consumed with worry over your family, whether you have an eating disorder, or whether you just know that something's missing from your life. One of the things that I have found over the years is that if we can step forward and do something about it, then we can make these shifts. And in order to make these shifts, we have to commit. We have to commit to action. And so what I'm in the process of doing is designing a 40-day program. And if you weren't able to show up for the 2 hours each day, then you could watch it in playback. But ideally we would meet, and then I could throw in all kinds of extra things. So I'm really feeling excited about this, and I want to start this in October, probably the new moon in October. And I just, so what I was saying at the beginning was, I'm here to empower you. And so sometimes I play hardball and I redirect your questions, or I might say something that seems a little too direct. And I don't want to apologize for that. I want to encourage you to be better, to be stronger, to be braver. Okay, so that's why I'm here. So many blessings to you all. And I'm going to do a 3-card just kind of for everybody. I'm having a really hard time shuffling this morning. I don't know why. This is the lovely Forest of Enchantment Tarot, a deck that I've just recently pulled out. Haven't used much, and it just feels such a beautiful fall energy. Okay. Alrighty. Ooh, these little gnomes are so cute. It reminds me a little bit of the Hesychos Tarot. You know, this is much like the message from last week that we got with the 2 of Cups card, and there's a real sense of connection here. So I would definitely, wow. So, you know, much like this, whatever woke me up this morning to start this creative process of weaving things together and making things, it feels like that's the energy of right now. It's like starting a knitting project, you know, or like pulling all the pieces together so that you can make something bigger than you ever dreamed. That's what this feels like. It feels like a collaboration. It feels like having support. It feels like all of you would benefit from, you know, really pulling in all of your resources. And I wouldn't be surprised today if we get lots of, you know, inner wisdom cards and magician cards and things like that. I'm just going to leave this to the side, and I might write about this later. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to let that go. So I'm going to get to the readings. And oh, Vancouver Island beauty is there. Nice. So please let me know where you're from if I haven't talked to you before. So, and I will do my best to say hello to everyone. And of course the mods too can ask questions if they want to. Hey there, Red Bean Bee. So let's start with Adriana. I have a yes or no question for you that I would love your insight on. Should I apply for a job to work with special needs children? And would it be a good fit for me? Ooh, okay. All right. Where in the world do we go for that kind of question? I have a lot of decks on the table today. I unpacked my basket and then I've got my rack here beside me. So, okay. Special needs children, and would it be a good fit for you? Just take a breath, Adriana. I'm sensing yes. I'm sensing also a real tug on your heartstrings. A real tug on the heartstrings. So what that means is this may also trigger, relationship stuff with you as mother, or with your mother, or with your relationship with the divine feminine. I'm just getting this real pull on the left side of the energetic heart space. Okay. And I will, I can also answer yes or no if you like. I'll just clear my pendulum as well too. I think there's a pendulum here. Usually I have one on the table. So I'll just clear it in a moment. I'm looking at these little gnomes that appeared as well too. It feels like it might be very healing for you as a soul. So if you are feeling depleted, diminished, spiritually, mentally, physically, this could feel very fulfilling for you. And also, I wanted to go to the throat earlier too, and I just took a big swallow. I need to address that. So and it also feels like something that you would benefit really like pacing yourself with. So not, if you could begin part-time, that might be prudent. So I don't know if you are feeling depleted at all, but this would be really, really good for you. All kinds of beautiful connections could come through this kind of work. So just let me know. And also, I am on StreamYard, and so I cannot see the highlighted things to me. But if what I will do is, I want to say this to the mods, that I have been keeping track of readings over the past few weeks, and if people have had readings the past few weeks, I may pass over them, and I will let you know. I will let you know who you are. So in response to Adriana's question, is working with special needs children a good fit? That's interesting. I'm getting a no. So I'm not sure what this is about. I'm going to, I'm going to clear the pendulum, and I'm just going to see if you have checked in. And this may very well have to do with the fact that if you are feeling depleted, this is not ideal. I had to step out and grab some food for my kids. I'm rewinding and catching up on the video. Okay. So I'm just going to ask again. So is working with special needs kids a good fit for Adriana? So this is a very clear no on the pendulum. And I want to just repeat what I said here. So I'm using the Way Home Tarot, and in the center of the reading is the Five of Pentacles. And I show this, for those of you that are tarot readers and those of you that can understand why I'm talking about this. So this is in the center. And in this deck, there's this real sense of, it's almost like burnout, like there's no nourishment. And then on either side of that, we have the Son of Pentacles and the Lover's card. And so this no, because working with special needs children is so very, very demanding, this might be too much for you physically, mentally, and emotionally. But at the same time, it can be very, very fulfilling. So because I got the kind of opposite answer with the pendulum and where I was going, what I would say is that before you accept this job, and that's another reason why I was saying pace yourself, to work at it part-time or to take on one client or something like that, because of that sense of depletion that was appearing at the center of the reading. And it might be really important for you to recharge and refuel before you step into this. So if you want to talk more later, you'll have to book a private reading. So thank you. Thank you for that. Alrighty, I'm going to go back up and see where we are here. Sallow still thinking about Walter. Well, we can just have a quick check-in for you, Sallow. Hello, Bianca Garza. You can ask whatever you want to ask, and I'll do my best to work through that. So, Sallow, I want you to remember what I said about everything that we talked about Walter before. And so this is kind of a yes or no question, but this is more so what I'm feeling, what I'm looking for here is where is Walter's mind? Where is Walter's heart? What is the energy around Walter's heart at this moment, at this time? Yes. Oh, well, yes and no. Tarot's funny thing, isn't it? Funny thing. So considering everything that we talked about previously, Sallow, I would say the answer is yes. He feels passion. He feels passion. He feels emotion. He feels wonderful energy towards you. He is going through a transformation, and this is causing him perhaps sleepless nights. It's causing him stress. And so if this is his first relationship, or there are other extenuating circumstances, situations in his family that are causing him stress, it's this, just know that it's challenging for him. So there's a lot of different factors. So while he feels this passion for you, I've got the page of fire here, which is a beautiful card to have when you ask this kind of question. And I have the transformation card and then the 9 of Swords. And so this feels like he's going through some stuff. So you need to be really patient with him. Okay? Thank you. All right, so we'll go to Bianca. Hello, Aparna. Nice to have you here. May I ask if my significant other has ever cheated? So do you mean in the relationship with you, I'm assuming? So like ever in his whole life? Like cheated on his taxes, cheated on you okay. So this is a really good lesson for everyone. When we ask spirit a question, and I'm sure you've seen this in all kinds of TV shows, be careful what you ask for. You need to get very specific with your question. So what I assume that you mean is, your significant other, has he ever cheated on you in this particular relationship? Right? Which is very different than asking spirit if he has ever cheated. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Okay. Okay. So the practice of asking good questions is a practice, and it does take time, and it does take it takes years to practice. And I think that's one of the most challenging aspects of working with Oracle and Tarot cards, is to know how to phrase the question. And one of the things I encourage all of you to do is to start keeping journals. And when you pick a oracle card, if you're doing this kind of thing yourself, is to write out your answer in full and complete sentences, or to say your reading aloud and record it on your voice memo on your phone, because that can really, really help. So we're looking for a yes or a no, which is problematic in the tarot. So we want to know the energy around the other. There's not any indication here. He may have lied. He may have not told the truth, but I'm not sensing cheating. I want to ask you a question. Sorry, I'm pausing so long here. I'm a little confused by what we're getting here. I'm going to pull out the pendulum as well too. So I have two guys in the center cards, and they're all looking to they're paying attention to a woman who is well off. So I've got two swordy male cards looking at the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles in this card is someone who is well off, someone who's comfortable, someone who has their act together, their life together, who is not lacking for anything. And then on the other side, I have the Six of Wands. And in this particular deck, this is a woman who is passionate and creative and knows what she wants and is quite successful. And so he's paying attention. Both of the men are paying attention to the earthy woman. They're not paying attention to the fiery woman. So that might represent astrologically where his focus is. His focus is on the earthy woman. So if there's an earthy sign as opposed to a fire sign astrologically, that might give you an answer. So I'm just going to check in with the pendulum. I'll show you the cards too if you want. So this question is for, oh my goodness. When I take my glasses on and off, it's hard to say, for Bianca. So Bianca wants to know if he's cheating. If her partner's cheating on her. Is Bianca's partner cheating on her? It's a gentle no. It's a gentle no. Okay, so this is really interesting. I never, I like to read like this. I like to look at the pictures and allow the pictures to tell the story. And so I just want to scroll down here and see if Bianca has commented. No, Bianca has not commented. Okay. So this is really cool for those of you that read tarot. So here's the two guys in the center, right? They're both facing the same direction. One is the Knight of Swords, one is the Five of Swords, and they're both I've got it backwards. They're both facing and paying attention to the woman in the Nine of Pentacles. So they're really kind of interested over here, right? So this would be your very grounded, earthy person. might represent the astrological sign, might represent a characteristic in that person. And over here, we have a very successful, fiery woman, and they're not paying attention. Neither of them are paying attention to her. So this is one of the really fun things with reading tarot. And it might not be something that you pick up on if you're not used to just keeping it simple and looking at the pictures, but there might be some information in there for Bianca. Alrighty. It's kind of fun, isn't it? And, you know, while I am completely in sync with your energy and the cards and all that goes on here, it's really important to okay. It's really important to keep a sense of lightness about this. You know, when we're asking a question where we're just like, we need to know the answer. We want to know. If we can find something that can bring a smile to our face, you know, sometimes it makes things easier. And I love doing this, and I completely trust in this particular medium. It's just so amazing. But I want to encourage you to find that lightness somehow. Like, I don't want to say don't take this seriously, because I take this seriously. It's my work. But at the same time, it's really amazing. And I guess that's what I want you to feel. I want you to feel amazed by how amazing this process can be. Alrighty. Okay. So I just want to say, so we've talked about Shilpi a lot, Garop, and I'm gonna go to you today just really, really quick, and I'm just gonna look to whether this feels like a platonic relationship or this feels like a love relationship. And I'm gonna do an A and a B, and I'm just gonna, so A is gonna be platonic, and B is going to be like a friend, and B is going to be something else. So this is in regards to Shilpi, whether Shilpi sees you as a friend or so. I'm assuming the other is like a lover, right? So this is friend, this is lover. Whoa, these are heavy cards. So I'm just gonna, the better set of cards here. I can take this off so you can see. I'll take off the banner too so you can see here. These are really heavy cards, and for the friend and for the lover, these are kind of really beautiful cards. We have two major cards here and two major cards here. And so, you know, maybe this is a really complicated relationship, but I do have the Queen of Cups over here. And so I don't know, like I would not give up on this relationship. So I would encourage you to keep the flame alive. The friendship seems like really, really complicated. Wow. You know what? I'm just going to take a very quick picture of this because this is really interesting. And if you want to book a private reading, I can speak to this because this is really something. Okay. But I would, because we have the Star and the Queen of Cups and Strength over here, it feels like this is where your energy should lie. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry. All right. There is a super chat somewhere. I'm going to go down to the bottom. It looks like Jen is keeping track of the readings. Okay, now I'm just going to go over here and just have a look. Okay, I didn't answer Anna last week, so we'll go there. So thanks for the super chat, Starbrite. We'll get to you soon. So thanks for your patience, everybody. Sometimes this is a little more challenging to sort through than you realize. All right. Okay. What's going through Pedro's mind? What's going through Pedro's mind? See if I can hang in there and do a few more readings than I usually do today. Get to most of your questions. And I also want to say to the mods, if the mods are wanting to ask questions too, please feel free. I really appreciate you guys, all that you do. Okay. Pedro. Pedro. This is what's on Pedro's mind. Oh, so why is the Five of Swords showing up here? Did you guys have an argument? There's some kind of something discombobulating, something confusing for him in the communication. So I don't know if you had an argument or a fight, or you had, because it's Five of Swords, right? So Five of Swords can feel like there may have been some harsh words. So you may need to clear up the language, but there's also a King of Pentacles here, which feels like stability, and he wants to take care of you. So this is again, like Garop, this is a relationship. There may be challenges. Every relationship has its challenges, and I would encourage you to find that inner strength to continue exploring this relationship. Okay, so there's the other cards. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just doing this quick because I've answered lots of questions for Anna in the past. Alrighty. Hello, Ab. Let's go to Ab, and I will check in with the list in just a moment. All right. And then I'll get to the super chats. Myself, Aparna, my husband name is AJ. When our reconciliation occur? Oh, okay. So you want to know if a reconciliation will occur or when a reconciliation will occur? Well, we can stay with the stack, but So to the mods, I'm going to go to the 2 super chats next, and then we'll go back to the list, okay, after I answer Ab's question. And what I'll do is I'll scroll down to the bottom. So if you can keep pasting the next question, that would be great. And then I can see if people are responding to me rather than just pausing my chat. So thank you. All right, this is for Ab. Ab was wondering about, so Aparna is wondering about aging and about a reconciliation. Okay. When? You ask when? I have some personal questions I would like to ask you. It looks like your husband has some serious issues. There's some, he has, yeah, this feels a little too personal just to talk about here. So I am sensing your husband is moving in a different direction. And I don't know if you are fully aware of what that direction might be, but I feel that the truth will be revealed very, very soon. And it's important that you also share your truth and your version of the story with your husband. Wow. What is going on today? Again, I'm just going to take a quick photo of this because this is, you know, sometimes things are just too complicated and personal to talk about. Your husband has some challenges, some karmic patterns, some subconscious issues that he needs to deal with, and probably couldn't do that inside of your relationship. And so for you to give him space to do that is really important at this time. The truth will be revealed. And it's important that you be completely honest as well too. And trust your inner voice, because your inner voice is probably correct. Okay. Alrighty. Starbrite. This deck is feeling a little too honest. A little too honest for me today. It's like, wow. Spirit's not messing around, guys. And you know, sometimes I have to edit what I say because especially if things arise that are really, really personal, because this is a public forum. So yeah. Starbrite, hello, welcome. What is Anthony's current energy towards you? Thank you for the super chat. I think I'm going to pull up the bone fire next too. Okay. This is another deck that doesn't mess around. Oh, he's quite emotional. I don't know. Does Anthony lean towards depression? Is Anthony sort of out of touch with his emotions? There's something here that oh my, sorry. I'll focus on this and then I'm going to go to the chat. So there is definitely an opportunity for you two to build something together. It could be a family. It could be a business. And there's also this aspect of kind of overwhelming emotions. When I see the King of Cups next to the Seven of Cups, it feels like, mental health kind of stuff. So he needs a person, he needs a counselor, he needs somebody to talk through his emotional turmoil with. It feels like that, very much like that kind of energy. Like, and then I got Seven of Wands, so it's like he's having to defend himself, he's having to protect himself, he's having to create boundaries around himself. So he might not want to face what he's having to face. And so that's why he's keeping this relationship. I don't know. There's something going on. There's something underlying what you are perceiving is what I'm picking up on here. Okay, so Starbrite says right. He seems melancholy-like. So I would encourage him to get some help. I would encourage him to find somebody that he can share his emotional turmoil with. Yeah, and that might need to happen first before the two of you can grow your relationship. It's lovely that the Ace of Pentacles was over on the right side of the relationship. It's a sign of new beginnings and building things. But you need to address with him those emotional issues first. Okay. So all right. So I'm going to do the other let's go to Rising Storms question. Oh, just a second before I do that. I wanted to comment on what Anna said. So let's go to Anna's comment. It was beautiful. So I don't know if you heard when I came on, I was talking about, sometimes you can't donate through Super Chat or something. And Adriana, just look at the comment. That's so beautiful. So thank you. I'm sure that will have an amazing ripple effect on your life and the woman that you supported. So that's really beautiful. Okay. Alrighty. So how does this Capricorn feel about me since I cut him off? Okay. How does Capricorn feel about you since you cut him off? Okay. How does Capricorn feel about you? Choked up. Super choked up. He doesn't know what to say. Oh. He doesn't want to give up. I would say he doesn't want to give up. He hasn't lost hope. He wants to he would be happy to reconcile with you. These are very clear and powerful cards for that information. So I have the Lover's card, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Cups. So I'll just kind of turn these. This is the Starbrite Tarot. First card was the Lover's card. Four of Wands. It's about building foundations. So yeah, your Capricorn has definitely not given up. All right, I don't know if Dragonfly has a question. There we go. Can I know if this person that I like, he's a Libra, has a romantic feeling for me? Okay. So mods, after I do this one, can you go back and let me know? I'll scroll down to the bottom and let me know where I am. And please know that if I pass by your question or I don't say hello to you right now, I'm saying hello to you, and I hear you and I see you. So thanks for being here. Thanks for checking in with me today. So does the Libra that you like have feelings for you, Dragonfly? Does the Libra that you like have feelings for you? Oh, yes. Again, another really kind of convoluted answer. So he may appear quite controlling and would like to begin an emotional relationship with you, but that's not in his nature. And so it might be up to you to plant the seed. It might be up to you to exactly that, to plant the seed, to let him know it's okay to say something emotional, to let down his guard. So the first card was the Emperor card, and the Emperor card in the Starbrite is so closed off, right? So professional, and he might not be a professional, but that's his nature. You know, the suit, the button done up, the tie perfectly done up, right? His arms are crossed, so he's quite closed, quite domineering. And then that's next to the Ace of Cups. And I have the Five of Pentacles here, but I see this Five of Pentacles as you, and I want to show you the image and not focus so much on the energy of the Five of Pentacles, but this is kind of you, and I see this almost as you sitting in meditation and you reflecting on the most like the seed, the root, the way to begin, because it's going to be challenging for you to approach him. It's going to be challenging for you to break that wall down. But the beauty of this reading is that I see that it's possible because the Ace of Cups is in the center. It's just going to be a little bit tricky. Okay. So I hope that helps a little bit. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm just going to go to Jen here. All right. And then we're going to go to Mallory. And Ashley B, I will get to you shortly. So Mallory, could I please get a general reading? Okay. All right, so Mallory. I'm just going to stay down at the bottom here. Dragonfly, I'm saying that it's possible. So I've shuffled the cards, but his back was to that cup, and you kind of desperately are facing towards that cup. But the Ace of Cups did appear. So it's going to be challenging. I don't know if you can reach him, but you may, through planting seeds, through gently breaking down the armor, the suit, taking off the suit jacket, you might be able to get there. Alrighty, so this is for Mallory. This is a general reading for her. This is the Bonfire Tarot. The last deck was the Starbrite. It's all about the shuffling. And if you haven't heard me say this before, I always go back and go through the questions. And there's a few people that asked some really quite powerful questions last week that I didn't get to. And I do want to say to the mods, if there's one person, if Davy Green shows up, would you please let me know? Because I would like to, I'd like to talk to Davy Green. So yeah, you're welcome, Dragonfly. All right, so Mallory, general reading, here we go. I need a drink of water. Near my house, there's a bee farm. And the owners of the bee farm still have all these beautiful flowers in their garden. And I go there once a week or so and pick up a bouquet for $5. Mallory, Mallory, Mallory. Oh, that's always an interesting card, eh? I feel very passion project kind of message here. So cottage industry, home-based business, something that you truly love and you love to do. It's time to get back to that. There's such a beautiful energy around that. And I almost feel like maybe somebody's told you that that's not important, that's of no value, maybe no, yeah. So there's been some interference to that. So you might have already thought about, well, I'm just like, I like to make candles. And some people have said to me that I should do that. I should sell them at the farmer's market or whatnot, but I need to invest a lot of time into it. And there's just not enough time to do that, to make enough money. So you, that's a bad example, because what I'm seeing here is there's some internal conflict saying, oh, you can't do this. But I think that's what your message is to find something that you love to do, maybe something that you used to do, something that you, and this might not necessarily be for money, but this is to put your heart and soul into a project. Put your heart and soul into something you do with your hands, into making something. And this is definitely something that you love. So I have these two challenging cards in between the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So these beautiful ladies here, this beautiful energy here is just so invested in this emotionally and almost at a dharmic level, it feels like. And so it's really important that you kind of step away from that inner voice that's telling you you can't do this. I hope you know what I'm talking about, because this feels like a pretty clear message to me. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm going to answer this one and then I'll go to the next super chat, which I believe is Ashley B. Mahima, why a man come in my life, his intention. So what is a man's intention? So do you remember at the beginning, I was doing this really quick 3-card with the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. And it feels like a couple of your readings have really woven in and connected to what I was saying. So this is definitely a time, especially that last reading. Yeah, to allow yourself to feel the creative process. Okay. All right. This is what is Amon's intention? What is Amon's intention to Mahima? What is Amon's intention to Mahima? Okay. Same card, Queen of, oh my gosh, this is it. Okay. Why is that 5 of Wands there? So I want you to know I got 2 of the same cards as the last reading and then the 6 of Cups. Okay. So we've got this really fiery confrontational energy between what looks like a really beautiful couple, the Queen of Cups and the 6 of Cups, I believe, right? Queen of Cups and 6 of Cups. So I don't know if you knew Amon from childhood or he's deeply connected to your family, but it's not great that this card is sitting in between. This is the 5 of Wands. And it's very, because you asked about his intention. So I don't know. There's a conflict. There's some kind of conflict. And so it would be prudent. It would be important for you to ask some direct questions, if at all possible. It feels like his underlying intention is good, but there's some kind of tension there. And you need to get to the bottom of that tension before you step or move forward into the relationship. Okay? Okay, I'm going to go to Ashley B and then we'll go back. We'll go back to the list. What can I expect for this October? Just around the corner, October. Okay, Ashley, if you can be fully present, that really helps me. That the truth will be revealed. That very upper chest kind of energy I'm feeling, Ashley. You will move forward. You will succeed. You will win. You will accomplish what you set out to do. You will have a you're going to have to make a decision, however, on what your approach is. Like, you can feel like you are quite literally walking over people or dominating people, or what's that expression? You know, like a bull in a china shop, just like going for it. But there's also this piece of you that wants to be a little more caring and a little more understanding and a little more graceful. So it feels definitely like you will succeed, but it's really important how you go about it. And so to take a good look at your, it's a very weird kind of message, like take a look at your, how you go about it, the way you do things. So this might be a month where you need to examine your approach. That's the word I'm looking for. Your approach. It feels like you're very strong, right? You're very strong. And so you may need to back off a little bit, be a little more graceful. And then on the other hand, you might need to step up and like really let people know what you believe in. So it's going to be a month of this kind of back and forth. So it's about examining your approach. And I feel like this is something to do with the workplace or something that you're involved with in the community. Okay, thank you. All right, scrolling on down. All right, so Jen is asking a question here. Okay, so yeah, for sure, go ahead and book a reading. I'll see if Jen, I'm just going to I'll do a quick card for you. And then what I would like to do, oh, no, it's okay. Jen's gone back to the list. So this is for Jen, Science to Soul, Jen. Blocked energy. Okay. Okay, so I see some of you are unhappy. You haven't been heard. So I'm going to go back up to the top. I'll go back as far as I can, and I will answer a few more questions up at the top. Okay? Jen, what is blocking Jen? So Jen, the third card is the Chariot. And I love the story of the Chariot in this. This is actually this is a perfect reading for you. I'm just going to take a photo of this. We can talk about this later, but generally the message here is that you may have to move in a completely different direction. So I've got the Five of Cups looking to the past. I've got the Chariot moving to the future, and in the center of that is this Eight of Pentacles. So this is something that we've talked about before, and that is this rebuilding and really feeling connected to your life purpose and so forth. And so I don't know, like if you have considered moving or what moving means, but really branching out on your own, going out on a limb. I shared this story. I don't know if I read it out loud of the Chariot card. It might have been when I did the walkthrough of this deck. But it's just the woman in this Chariot. She laid everything down and did what she truly wanted to do. I see in this, I have a little bit of an intuitive hit here. This is, in the elephant graveyard, the elephant is saying goodbye. So the story with the elephants are that they will honor an elephant even if it's not part of their herd. But in this particular Five of Cups, it's like the elephant is saying goodbye to family. And so this might have something to do with separating your life from your children's life, knowing what I know about you. So I took a picture of this. We can talk about this later, but there's definitely a sense of creating your own independence. Hello, Soul Calypso. Okay, so I think Jen says beauty's next. Okay, so this 30-year cycle is complete with many moving parts to this closure. Am I stuck, or can I be my best self in service, separate, but remaining in this home? Wow, that's a big question. Big question. Big questions today. Big questions. Okay. So mods, if you can please scroll back as far as you can scroll back and just check in with the people that came early on that haven't had their questions answered. And I will answer 3 more questions today after Beauty's question. Okay. So, am I stuck? Or can I be my best self in service, separate, but remaining in this home? Whoa. So Beauty, are you still here? If you want to expand on this question at all, that might be really helpful. All right, so these 3 cards are for Beauty, who's feeling stuck. End of a 30-year cycle. Sounds like you're talking about divorce, separation, something like that. End of a marriage. Wow. This is quite the deck, I tell you. Okay, so I truly get your question. It feels like you are home. You're definitely home. I have the page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles here. It feels like you are home. You are home. There's no question about that. And so it's so funny. My pendulum's right here. I want to show you this picture, these cards. So this card here, oh, I wish the color was better. Let me see if I can get the color better. This is the 2 of Swords. This woman is also a nomad, and she is so strong. She has a sword on her belt. She listens to the wisdom of the raven. She has her pendulum. She has her pendulum out in front of her. She's making a decision. She's got her baby on her back. Like, this woman can do anything. She can do everything. And in order, so I want you to think about the 2 of Swords energy. This is about really tuning in and trusting within, like trusting at a gut level that you've got this, you know this. So your question is, separate but remaining in this home. I would say yes. I would say yes. So to define your independence, like you couldn't have 2 more powerful cards to represent home, right? So these are 2 very strong cards, the King and the Page of Pentacles. They're very earthy. They're court cards. They represent comfort at home and safety and security. And then you've got this really kind of unusual in this deck, 2 of Swords, that asserts that strength and independence. So yes, the Spirit is saying here, you can do this at home. You can do this from where you are. So don't feel stuck. Just dig a little bit deeper. Okay, so I said I was going to do 3 more readings. So Nora will be the final reading. So I need to go back to find out where we are. Okay, so Swan Spirit and Kyanat are next, and then the final reading will be Nora. Okay. All right. So Swan Spirit, it is your turn. I just need to find your question. And Brittany, thank you for the super chat, Brittany. I'll see if I can get to you quickly at the end. All right. So I'm just waiting if somebody can find Swan Spirit's question. Thanks for the sub, Amit. Welcome. Okay, so here we go. I found it. All right. Thanks, Jen, for posting the question. So Swan wants to know, is there a reason why an attractive post-middle age and very spiritual woman has never found a soulmate to share her life with? Is there a reason? Well, there's always a reason, right? We have I just want to kind of go to your energy before I go to the cards and also answer the question and the way you describe yourself. Attractive, post-middle age, and spiritual. Because your soul contract is not about doing this with another. Because my heart is very, very, like all the energy is focused in my heart center right now. I want to say my heart is full, my heart is bursting. One thing that I want to suggest in your spiritual practice, so Jyotir, the light, the flame that exists in the center of the heart chakra, to bring that into your contemplation, into your meditation. So take the energy, close your eyes, not necessarily right now, later, and over the next few days, really go into the heart space. Go deep into the heart chakra. Feel its energy. Unconditional love. Feel yourself being surrounded by unconditional love. Unconditional love for yourself. Okay, I've also got stuff up in the throat as well too. And then see in your mind's eye a flame. See in your mind's eye the flame. You might also see a lake in the center of the heart space. Ask Spirit for clarity. Ask Spirit for I have a lot of pain in my throat. A lot of pain in my throat. Is there a family secret? Is there something that hasn't been shared? Why does my throat hurt? I feel some blockage here. I feel some blockage here. So on an energetic level, this is where I would focus your work. I would focus your practice over the rest of this year on these two centers. And maybe it's just a matter of working on these two centers, you know? Let's go to the cards. Okay, Swan Q. See if I can get some clarity here. Yeah. I would not give up on this at all. I would not give up. About finding the partner to fulfill and to walk with for the remainder of this journey. I would not give up on that by any means. And you have probably an abundance of spiritual practices. And so all I can say to you is that the energy in my heart, the energy in my throat is really strong. So focus on clearing practices for the heart and the throat. These are beautiful cards. You have the card of patience, the Seven of Pentacles, but you have, I love this. Look at this. Queen of Wands meets King of Pentacles. King of Cups, pardon me. You know, both the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles are about honing your practice. So I would say, remember earlier on I was talking about finding that lightness? I would really encourage you to find a little bit of that lightness. There is a real, I'm going to show you, you know, what I'm looking at here. Like, I want to say, have faith. Don't lose hope. Right? So in between those two cards that I show you are two cards of really kind of taking your time, and that this is still very much part of your reality. So be in the process. Find a little bit of lightness. And it truly does. It feels like it's there. It's there. Okay? Like don't give up, please. Alrighty. Kind of lost track of where we are here. I'm just going to go to Jen's comments. All right. Okay, so Kyanat. Kyanat, are you here? You're so welcome, Swan Spirit. So can I have insight for my connection with Chav? Our communication isn't the best at the moment. Also, because of the lockdown, we're both female. I'm Leo and she is Virgo. Okay. For your connection with Chav. Okay. Insight for your connection with Chav. Alrighty. So the super chat is closed for today. I'm answering Kyanat's question now, and I believe there's one other person after Kyanat, and then I will pop back up and do the last super chat, which is Brittany, and then that will be it for today. So I'm not sure who the person is after Kyanat, but Jen will let me know. And thank you so much to Jen and Apurva for being here today. Thank you all for your patience, kindness, love. And please know that within every single reading today, within every single person's message, there may be a message for you. And so if anybody else's message has resonated with you, know that it was for you as well too. Just clearing a bit of space here. Okay. So you are looking for insight into the connection with Chav. Okay. Well, Queen of Cups has been all over the place today. Like, she just wants to be read. Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. Three of Cups, Six of Cups. Do you have an old relationship? Like, did you guys know each other when you were kids? What is your question? Insight. inside. Maybe there's too much emotion, too much water, because 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups, Queen of Cups. That's a lot of water. That's a lot of emotion. That's a lot of intuition. But these are beautiful, beautiful cards. So we kind of need to go a little further with this, because you really feel strongly for her. Yeah, you've known each other for a long time. And you said that your communication isn't the best at the moment. So, yeah, I feel that emotion. Okay, so let's see if we can get some insight into this. Does she or you feel stepped on? Or contrarily, did you not stand up for her, or did she not stand up for you when you could have stood up for each other? Like, were you quiet when you could have voiced what you needed to voice? There's so much love. You've also got the 10 of Pentacles here. This might just be about saying you're sorry. Is this just about saying you're sorry? Is this about, I'm sensing that like one of your, yeah, I want to see if you commented on anything down here. Hi, Tamsin. Let me know if you have any other comment here. Okay, so there's something in this 7 of Wands card. There's something here. There's something about this. So if you didn't defend her, or she didn't defend you, or you didn't speak up for her, or she didn't speak up for you, I feel like you need to get past that. Forgiveness. There's a forgiveness piece here that feels really strong for me. So that's what I would focus on at this time. Okay. So in order for the relationship to be healed, you may need to go back there and say, I'm sorry. I love you. I forgive you. It might be as simple as that. And, you know, you could do this through the whole Ho'oponopono practice. Ho'oponopono. You can message me. You can book a reading with me. I can share you how to do it. But it's so simple. It's so beautiful. You hold hands. Ideally, you sit connecting knees together as seated on the floor or chair to chair. You look each other in the eye, and you say one at a time to each other, I'm sorry. I forgive you. I love you. And you can say each of those in whatever order fits your situation, but it feels like that's needs to be cleared up. So yeah, that's where we are. Whew. Okay. Hello, Be Wise. Alrighty. So Jen, I feel like there was one person, Kyanat, and then Nora. That's right, Nora. Okay, so Nora. Is it a good idea to enter into med school or stay at my current meager? All right. Nora, can you please retype the word whatever what meager means? What does that mean? Is that a typo? Do you mind just retyping that? So the reading list is closed for today. I'm answering Nora's question and then the last super chat. Oh, major. Okay, major. Oh, that should have been obvious. Is it a good idea to enter into the med school or stay in my current major? All right. For those of you that need a little downtime, a little relaxation, I'm starting my restorative yoga series 1 tonight. And it includes yoga nidra. And you can register through the shop on my website. And what I'm doing with my classes now is I'm doing them in sets of 4. And you don't have to attend them all live, but you will get the recording for each of them, which you can watch as many times as you like. Hello, Pragya. Integrative Healing with Sadhana.com is my website. And you just go to the shop. And that class starts tonight. There's lots of classes starting over the next couple of weeks. And so everything will kind of run in the same way in 4 sessions. Okay, so I'm focusing on Nora, and Nora's asking about school. So I'm going to do an A-B reading for you, Nora. I'm going to do current major and med school, the energy around one and then the other. Okay, this is pagan other birds. So current, other. Well, Nora. There's a reason that you are in the current major. It feels like there's a reason that you needed to be there. There's some like I have 2 major cards sitting in your current major, the Justice card, the Hanged Man, also the 7 of Swords here. So what I'm feeling like this current major, there's something that needed to be worked out. And so there's a reason why you're in this field of study. This looks like law school. This is what this looks like. Looks like there's like the Dharma of law school. And then over here, which was entering into med school, it feels like you would be quite successful in med school. And while financially it might be a bit of a struggle, eventually you'd be sitting really pretty and you would be really good at it. So so you have kind of a not an optimal card on both sides, 2 favorable they, like it's entirely up to you. Like the current major, I don't know if it is law school. Is it law school? It's so funny. Like it feels like, oh, you know what? And I also wondering if you're following in somebody's footsteps or you are, yeah. So that's the energy. So the energy around the current thing is like there's like some big karmic balance thing happening here. The law school, you would be successful and comfortable, right? So but it's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive. Five of Pentacles is sitting there, and as well as the Queen of Pentacles. So, alrighty. You understand why what is showing up? Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to go back to that last super chat. I'll just find it. Should be easy because it's red for me. Don't know where it's disappeared to. Blue. Brittany. Okay. So Brittany, are you still here? I would like to know. Okay. Brittany, are you still here? Okay. Who is the man? Hello, Brittany. Who is the man I may marry? All right. Who is the man you may marry? And so for any of you that your question is really, really urgent and you need to know the answer to your question today, you can book a 15-minute session with me. Just message me through the website. Okay. And you can do that. Or longer. You can also go to the shop on my website. All right, Brittany. Yes, Jen, I will say that. Jen, do you mean to type the question only once? Is that what you mean? Yeah. I think that's what you mean. All right, let's find the energy around who Brittany may marry. Very interesting. A funeral director? Sometimes the tarot is really funny. I don't know if there's anybody in your life who is like that, like a funeral director. Sometimes the tarot can be so literal. Do you know somebody who works in that business? Okay, so that's my first like gut reaction. The second one is somebody who's not too emotional. So not too emotional and like somebody who's a bit of a social, not socially not got great social skills. So sometimes they say things without thinking. That kind of energy. Hey, Scarlett, thanks for the sub. So it's really funny, and I just encourage you to write this down, because it's so weird. It's so random. It's so random what I'm picking up here. And for those of you that read tarot, I'll just show you what I've got here. And the reason I'm going there is because I have the Knight of Swords and the Death card. And if you put the Knight of Swords and the Death card together, it could represent that kind of an occupation. And it's beautiful that we have that Four of Wands there. But as you know, that Four of Wands also represents celebration. And so this could be somebody who organizes celebrations of life, right? Celebrations of death. So we need to think of this metaphorically as well too. So generally speaking, the Knight of Swords is quite intellectual, or at least he thinks he is, and he is usually it's so tendency to the Vata dosha, so thinner and like thin and tall and active and smart. And definitely been to school. And that Death card over there could also represent that you are at the end of a particular period. And so it's important to wind up whatever's going on in your life right now, so that you're free and clear to move into the next part of your journey. And so even these two cards together could represent somebody who is in the party planning. I don't know. Anyway, I want to go out on a limb, because that was such a random hit to that first thing I said to you. So anyway, think about it. Maybe you will meet somebody at a funeral. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you will meet somebody at a celebration of life. Okay. Brittany, could you clarify, please? Yes, I can clarify for sure. I can draw one more card for you. So thanks everybody for being here today. And I'm going to go through and I will I'll write down everybody whose questions I missed today. So please come back right at the beginning and I will check in. Ooh. So you know what? Because the Four of Wands is there, I just pulled the Ten of Pentacles. It feels like the as far as time span goes, that this could be quite imminent. So I would not, I would feel like this is something that could come to pass, this year. So to kind of just keep these messages in the back of your mind. And if this is not the kind of guy that you would normally be attracted to, just to be open to somebody who's a little more nerdy, somebody who's a little more perhaps impulsive in that way, not somebody who's socially, really cool. That's kind of what I mean. So yeah, really interesting. Okay. So that is it for today. And I really want to thank everybody for being here. I wish I could stay on for another hour, but it's just not possible. So I will be back next Tuesday at probably 12 o'clock, same time, same place. And if you show the earlier you show up, the greater the odds are of having a reading. And I want to thank the mods for helping me, and thank you all for your patience and your kindness to one another. Stay well, and namaste.